Welcome, respected friends. Let us do our 7 sadhanas, Vedic chanting, mantra dhyanam, common sense thought, Guru Parampara, Shanti mantra, Sankalpa for the entire universal spiritual growth and good and integration and goodness. Upanishad mantra Parayanam and Adhyanam of the Upanishad. Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, going on, 6th chapter, 21st mantra. The Guru Shishya Parampara Avashyakata for Brahma Vidya Prapti Sadhana Anubhuti as well as the Adhikaritva Atyashramitva. These are the very crucial, salient, sublime, important topics. Toward the end of this Upanishad, we are taught by our Shwethashwathara Rishi. 21st mantra we'll see today. May Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana Krupa be on all of us. Thus, all of us grow in our Vyaktitva so that we are able to joyfully do our inner sadhana, responsibly do our outer duties. In the Vedic chanting, the Shatru Samula Nirmolana mantras, today also we'll chant them. Before that, the new Suktam we will learn of 5 mantras. That 5 mantras, new Suktam today of the Atharvana Veda, are about the Go Pushti. Go Pushti in those days, what it means is for the sufficiently comfortable life, whatever the things that are needed, not greed, were prayed for. So that when the necessities are taken care, the time can be spent in spiritual sadhana. They used to work on their own and also invoke the phenomenal forces and divinity to see that these things are in sufficient quantity all the time so that the mind is not always worried, mind is not always disturbed or distracted. The secret behind praying to the divine is, first of all, it is the divinity only who is the giver, to remind ourselves of that. Second is, when we pray to the Lord, by Lord's grace it comes, always there will be a sense of responsibility for whatever we are given, how to use them, sense of gratitude, sense of limitations in using them, not aggressively, carelessly misusing them, nor becoming slaves to them. When you ask the Devata and we get from them all these mental aberrations of greed and selfishness and arrogance, overusing, they go away. भगवान ने दिया तो अच्छी तरह यूज करना है, अच्छे काम के लिए यूज करना है, थोड़ा सा ही यूज करना है, बार बार भगवान को तंग नहीं करना है. एंड देन कृतज्ञता एटसेट्रा. ओके. नाउ अथ अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत गो पुष्टि सूक्तम. Savita is the rishi. Bhagavan Surya himself is the rishi to whom it is revealed, or a rishi by name Savita. Then Devata is the Pashu Devatas, Devata of all the Pashu Sampada. What we are praying to that Devata is all the Pashus who have gone away from my Goshta, the cowshed. Okay, for whatever the reason, they must come back. Every day they are taken for grazing, they must come back. Or gone astray, they have to come back. Somebody is stolen, they have to come back. So this Vayu, who is there flowing for the Samrakshana of all, mainly the Pashus, may it give that fresh air of comfort to these Pashus. So too, it is a Tvashta Devata who gives the strength and ability to these Pashus. May he provide them to those Pashus in my cowshed, etc., so that they are happy, comfortable here and they never go anywhere. May Bhagwan Savita give them that Sadbuddhi to recognize the Yajamana and not leave him and go. the Pashu Sampada. We can include all the helpers, our servants, children. They're not Pashu, but may they all understand our heart, our goodness, and may they stick with us so that whatever the noble good activities we want to do, with the help of them, through them, we are able to accomplish. Very powerful, useful mantra it is. So, to all the Pashus, we brought by the Brahaspati ji back to this shed. Then the Devapatni by name Sinivali, may she lead all these Pashus, with various her gestures of offering the grass or calling the Pashus by name or tapping them in whatever the way required. May they be tapped and brought and made to stay in my own Koshta, in my own Goshala. May they not leave. So, this is a gesture by them that we will respect, love these Pashus, the Jivas in them, the Paramatma only in the form of them. We take care of them in turn, they should take care of us also. So, too, may all these Pashus come back. Horses come back. All other animals come back. The Sevakas who are required to take care of them also always stay with me. With the service of all these Pashus, myself, and the servants, etc., there should always be the Dhanya Abhivruddhi. The grains, groceries never be lacking, they should be in sufficiency. Here I am doing the Homa and offering the Havihi to all these devatas. Same way, here I am mixing this Gokshira, the milk, with the Ajam, the ghee. So too, with this Ajam, the ghee, I am mixing the rice. With this food, my children and all the people who serve the Dharma and who serve the goodness, all of them be enriched, empowered, strengthened, made intelligent, etc. May the Lord Gopati as well as all the Go Sampada be always remain with me. I should never have scarcity of any one of them anytime. So too, all this Gokshira abundant, all the Dhanya abundant, all the people around to work together abundant, and these servants, their family, wives, children, they also are here. May in this way my house is always filled with every one of them. Never my house is empty that I am lonely staying. No. Pashu Sampada, Pashupalaka Sampada, their Kutumba, then my own Santati, then Bandhu Mitra, all of them with all the Sampada be in a very comfortable manner stay, and then with that mental comfort gained, engage in all the Adhyatmika Jivana or Sadhana. See, this is the Vedic Kala prayer. Understand the heart of these prayers, extend it for the day also, today also. In today's world also, let entire Sanatana Dharmins and good people, Adhyatmika people, matured people be first provided with all the necessary provisions of things as well as beings. May they not have any scarcity, any fear of losing or not having anything. With that minimum comfort, security felt, experienced, may they engage in such karmas, yajnas, which are in the good, in the good of the entire universe, as well as may they engage in their own adhyatmic sadhana siddhi. May also they become an example of guidance, inspiration for others also to follow this noble moksha marg. In this way, for today, we have to extend this prayer. So let us chant these five mantras. Then, along with the yesterday's mantras, we will chant all of them. Om Atha Atharvana Vedanthargata Go Pushti Suktam. Om Ehayantu Pashavo. Om Ehayantu Pashavo. Ye Pareyur. Ye Pareyur. वायुर्येषां वायुर्येषां सहचारं जुजोष सहचारं जुजोष त्वष्टा येषां रूपधेयानि वेद रूपधेयानि वेद अस्मिन् गोष्ठे सविता नियच्छतु. I'm not explaining these in detail. I'm just literal meaning little only I'm telling, because we have to do so many other things. A time will come wherein one full life will engage only in studying the Veda mantras, chanting them, reveling only in them. Like the Shrestha Brahmanas, who with such a wonderful Ucharana do the chanting only of the mantras. For many, many years they have done practice. That's how they master in this life. We'll also get it. And we pray to them that they know the meaning, and then they use all their knowledge for the protection of Sanatana Dharma by doing Sankalpas. Ehayantu Pashavo ye Vareyur Vayur Yesham Sahacharan Jujosha Tvashta Yesham Rupadeya Niveda Asmintan Goshte Savita Niyachatu Ehayantu Pashavo ye Pareyur वायुर्येषां सहचारं जुजोष त्वष्टा येषां रूपधेयानि वेद अस्मिन् तान् गोष्ठे सविता नियच्छतु. Second mantra. इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् सिनीवालीनयत्वाग्रमेषा मा जग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् सिनीवालीनयत्वाग्रमेषा मा जग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् सिनीवालीनयत्वाग्रमेषा मा जग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ. Third, these our classes are a training to us to have concentration, to know the meaning of mantras, through that to know what we have to do as action, what we have to do as sankalpa, what we have to do as prarthana. A great training we are getting every day here in this class. If we are really getting trained with your conscious mind, same thing has to be done throughout the day, throughout the life, for one's own evolution and contribution to the world. संसंस्रवन्तु पशवः संसंस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य संधान्यन्यया स्वातिः संधान्यस्य या स्वातिः संस्राव्येण हविषा जुहोमि संसंस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य या स्वातिः संस्राव्येण हविषा जुहोमि संसंस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य या स्वातिः संस्राव्येण हविषा जुहोमि. 4. संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ. Fifth one. आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम् आपत्नीरिदमस्तमन्तकम् मस्तकम् आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम् आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. What an attitude, what a beautiful prayer, and what a recognition by them that it is by prayers and sankalpas and being together and by grace divine that we sustain, we grow, we are happy, we evolve. All our sages, rishis of yo know all these things. ॐ अथ गोपुष्टिसूक्तम् ॐ एहयन्तु पशवो ये परेयुर्वायुर्येषां सहचारं जुजोष त्वष्टा येषां रूपधेयानि वेदास्मिन् तान् गोष्ठे सवितानि यच्छतु इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् सिनीवालेन यत्त्वाग्रमेषामा जग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ संस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य या स्फातिः संस्राव्येण हविषा जुहोमि संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Once more. ॐ एहयन्तु पशवो ये परेयुर्वायुर्येषां सहचारं जुजोष त्वष्टा येषां रूपधेयानि वेदास्मिन् तान् गोष्ठे सविता नियच्छतु इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् सिनीवालेन नयत्वाग्रमेषा मा जग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ येषाम् आजग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ संस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य या स्फातिः संस्राव्ये हविषा जुहोमि संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ आहरामि गवां क्षीरम् आहार्षं धान्यं रसं आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम् इदमस्तकम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So today's learnings done as we said what we have learned last 8-9 days. From that let us chant all those Dushta Shatru Samoola Nirmulana mantras. Agni, Vayu, Surya, Chandra, Apaha, then Ashta Dushta Rakshasi Nirmulanam. And yesterday also, whoever are sending the Dushta Shaktis to us, they go back and destroy them only. I believe in today's world, these mantras are very, very essential to save ourselves at our level of mental, so many blockades and weaknesses and lethargies and good for nothing human Hindu life, wherein no courage, no dareness, no initiative, no aggression at all, allowing dushtas to suppress us, control us. Such a weak fellows we are. At least let us pray. Sharam karo. ॐ अग्नेयत्ते तपस्तेन तं प्रतितप योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः अग्नेयत्ते हरस्तेन तं प्रतिहर योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः अग्नेयत्तेऽर्चिस्तेन तं प्रत्यर्च योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः अग्नेयत्ते शोचिस्तेन तं प्रतिशोच योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः अग्नेयत्ते तेजस्तेन तम् अतेजसं कृणु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः वायु वायो यत्ते तपस्तेन तं प्रतितप योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः वायो यत्ते हरस्तेन तं प्रतिहर योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः वायो यत्तेऽर्चिस्तेन तं प्रत्यर्च योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः वायो यत्ते शोचिस्तेन तं प्रतिशोच योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः वायो यत्ते तेजस्तेन तम् अतेजसं कृणु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः सूर्य सूर्ययत्ते तपस्तेन तं प्रतितप योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः सूर्ययत्ते हरस्तेन तं प्रतिहर योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः सूर्ययत्तेऽर्चिस्तेन तं प्रत्यर्च योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः सूर्ययत्ते शोचिस्तेन तं प्रतिशोच योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः सूर्ययत्ते तेजस्तेन तम् अतेजसं कृणु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः चन्द्र चन्द्रयत्ते तपस्तेन तं प्रतितप योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः चन्द्रयत्ते हरस्तेन तं प्रतिहर योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः चन्द्रयत्तेऽर्चिस्तेन तं प्रत्यर्च योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः चन्द्रयत्ते शोचिस्तेन तं प्रतिशोच योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः चन्द्रयत्ते तेजस्तेन तम् अतेजसं कृणु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः आपो देवता जल आपो यद्वस्तपस्तेन तं प्रतितपत योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः आपो यद्वोहरस्तेन तं प्रतिहरत योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः आपो यद्वोर्चिस्तेन तं प्रत्यर्चत योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः आपो यद्वशोचिस्तेन तं प्रतिशोचत योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः आपो यद्वस्तेजस्तेन तम् अतेजसं कृणुत योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मः. Then again the next mantras of all the dushta rakshasas rakshasis warding them off. Om Sherabhaka Sherabha Punarvo Yantu Yatavaha Punarheti Kimidinaha Yasyastamatta Yovah Prahaitamatta Swamamsanyatta Shevrudhaka Shevrudha Punarvo Yantu Yatavaha Punarheti Kimidinaha Yasyastamatta Yovah Prahaitamatta Swamamsanyatta म्रोकानुम्रोक पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमीदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त सर्पानुसर्प पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमीदिनः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त जूर्निपुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमीदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त उपब्धे पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमीदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैततमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त अर्जुनि पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमीदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्त यो वः प्राहैत तमत्थ स्वामांसान्यत्त भरोजि पुनर्वो यन्तु यातवः पुनर्हेतिः किमेदिनीः यस्यस्ततमत्थ यो वः प्राहैत तमत्त स्वामांसान्यत्त. Yesterday's mantra of Prishniparni, asking to remove all diseases. Om Shanno Devi Prishniparni Asham Nirrutya Akaha Ugrahi Kanvajambhanitam Abhakshi Sahaswadem Sahamaneyam Pratama Prishniparni Ajayata Tayaham Durnam Nam Shiro Vrishchami Shakuneriva अरायमश्रुक्पावानं यश्च स्वातिं जिहीर्षदि गर्भादं कण्वं नाशय पृश्निपर्णि सहस्वच गिरिमेनाम् आवेशय कण्वान् जीवितयौवनान् तांस्त्वं देवि पृश्निपर्ण्यग्निरिवानुदहन्निः परा च एनान् प्रणुदकण्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तमांसि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्क्रव्यादो अजीगमम्. This mantra I said 3 times today. So let us do 2 more. Om Shanno Devi Prishniparnyasham Nirrutya Akaha Ugrahi Kanvajambhanitamabhakshi Sahaswadem Sahamaneyam Pratama Prishniparnyajayata Tayaham Durnam Nam Shiro Vrishchami Shakuneriva Arayamasrukpavanam Yascha Svatim Jihirshadi गर्भादं कण्वं नाशय पृश्निपर्णि सहस्वच गिरिमेनाम् आवेशय कण्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तांस्त्वं देवि पृश्निपर्ण्यग्निरिवानुदहन्निः परा च एनान् प्रणुदकण्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तमांसि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्क्रव्यादो अजीगमम्. Third time. Ha. Om Shanno Devi Prishniparnyashannirdutya Akaha Ugrahi Kanvajambhanitamabhakshita Sahaswatim Sahamaneyam Pradhama Prishniparnyajayata Tayaham Durnam Nam Shiro Vrishchami Shakunerivam Arayamasrukpavanam Yascha Svatim Jihirshadi Garbhadam Kandvam Nashaya Vrishniparni Sahaswacha गिरिमेनाम् आवेशय कण्वान् जीवितयौवनान् तांस्त्वं देवि पृश्निपर्ण्यग्निरिवानुदहन्निः परा च एनान् प्रणुदकण्वान् जीवितयोपनान् तमांसि यत्र गच्छन्ति तत्क्रव्यादो अजीगमम्. Today's mantra. एहयन्तु पशवो ये परेयुः वायुर्येषां सचारं जुजोष त्वष्टा येषां रूपदेयानि वेदास्मिन् तान् गोष्ठे सवितानि यच्छतो इमं गोष्ठं पशवः संस्रवन्तु बृहस्पतिरानयतु प्रजानन् श्रीनिवालेन यत्त्वाग्रमेष येषाम् आजग्मुषो अनुमते नियच्छ संस्रवन्तु पशवः समाश्वाः समुपूरुषाः संधान्यस्य या स्वातिः संस्राव्येण हविषा जुहोमे संसिञ्चामि गवां क्षीरं समाज्येन बलं रसं संसिक्ता अस्माकं वीरा ध्रुवा गावो मयि गोपतौ आहरामि गवां क्षीरमाहार्षं धान्यं रसम् आहृता अस्माकं वीरा आपत्नीरिदमस्तकम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See, pray. All our Sanatana Dharmins, Sanatana Dharma Rakshakas should be pushed with all the physical energies, mental stabilities, intellectual strengths and knowledges, Shakti at the Indriya level, very intelligent, smart, full of energies all the time to protect our Sanatana Dharma. Whatever is required for them is always be supplied at the same time. Whoever are the Dushta Shatrus, they may suffer with the scarcity of everything. They may even get every type of punishment and dukkha till they realize what mistakes they are doing. These are the powerful Sankalpas prayers. If at all we are Hindus, if at all we are sensitive and sensible, if at all we want to protect our Sanatana Dharma, if at all, first of all, we know that the Sanatana Dharma is the source and is the only way of the prosperity, protection, and progress of the entire universe. If at all we are in that mood of conviction, freed from all our created mental weaknesses, etc., created by the education system, constitution created by the other people of the world. All that negativities, if you have given up, if you have become intellectual, smart, knowing the glory of Sanatana Dharma, and if you want its protection, strengthening, spreading all over the world, such mantras have to be powerfully chanted every day, along with your outer duties, along with your Aham Brahmasmi sadhanas. Good. We have done our duty of praying to the divine. We will also do our duty, what we have to do physically. Second topic today of the mantra dhyanam. Today's mantra is again in continuation of the mother. Today is said to be the Bhaglamukhi Avirbhava Dina or Bhaglamukhi Upasana Day. People worship today, but Bhaglamukhi I taught you. So instead of that, today we'll do one of the Dasha Mahavidya mothers, Chinnamastha Devi. That Chinnamastha Devi Visheshana, she has cut her own head and she is drinking her own blood and she is giving that blood to others to drink, and they are also drinking. Appears to be so horrible, but there is nothing horrible about it. It is only symbolism. Matlab, it's only show. Showing what? Chinnamastha, cutting the head means in the head only there is an ego. Remove your ego. That is the meaning of Mastaka Chedana. Drinking your own blood means have the bliss of the real self inside you and give it to others means make others also realize the Atmanubhuti. That is the meaning of that Chinnamastha Devi. That Rupa, other than that, no need to be panicked or frightened about at all. Okay. Then that mother is the most powerful one. She teaches us fearlessness even for the death. She teaches us the tyaga so that we are ready to sacrifice ourselves for the good, for the totality, not a bhogi. So too, she is the one who indicates the power also and niyantrana of all faculties, desires, etc. So she is the one self-control, sacrifice, power, egolessness, bliss of the self. These are the things indicated by the great this Rupa of Mother Chinnamastha. Okay. We know these three words Vidmahe and Dhimahi and Prachodayat. So the mantra for the Chinnamastha Devi today, invoking her grace, is she is the Virochana Santati, therefore Vairocanyai cha Vidmahe. वैरोचन्यै च विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्. May we be inspired by her to sacrifice our individuality for the sake of totality. So that the individuality, illuminating pure consciousness, now caught up, behaving like an ego, realizes the total oneness with the conscious self. Dehatma Brahmatma Dhi Darghe Kruta Krutyata. Yesterday we saw the last mantra of our Lagu Vakya Vritti. The mantra I said to you, Om Vairocanyai cha Vidmahe Chinnamastayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Devi Prachodayat. Vidmahe, we know you, you are Adiparashakti, Parabrahma Swarupini, you are avatarita to bless the devotees. Dhimahi, we just worship you, we just please you with all Shaktiopachara, Bhaktiopachara, Rajopachara, then we pray to you to do the Prachodana. First protect us, protect Sanatana Dharma, do Prachodanam so that we are single pointedly moving towards the goal ultimate. So Vidmahe, Dhimahi, Prachodayat. Start kare. Om Vairocanyai, Chinnamastayai, Devi. 27 times with full devotion. ॐ वैरोचन्यै च विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वैरोचन्यै च विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वैरोचन्यै च विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वैरोचन्यै विद्महे छिन्नमस्तायै च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं क्लीं सौः श्रियादिपराशक्ति वैरोचनी छिन्नमस्ता मात्रे नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। समस्तशक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपन्नोऽस्मि। समर्पयामि प्रार्थयामि। ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। अस्मान् रक्ष सनातनधर्मस्य रक्षणं कुरु। सनातनधर्मस्य शत्रून् शाश्वतरूपेण समूलन निर्मूलनं कुरु। अस्मान् आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। Through these mantras every day, here one side, our side, we are strengthening our commitment for the Brahma Prapti. The other side, we are by invoking the divine grace in one or the other name and form, which is secondary. We are invoking a grace to empower us, to enable us to do this sadhana. Such a wonderful practice every day we are doing if we are doing, if you are participating, if you have that intelligence to understand why these are being done. The divine is blessing us in this way only. If that much sensitivity, sensibility you have, then you know the glory of them, and you practice or participate in it very intensely thereby. First, helping oneself, then the world also. They are not the activities done mechanically, no. Purposelessly, no. They are done with serious, sincere clarity of purpose that only by divine grace we grow and glow. Only by divine grace the world will fall in right place. So, friends, two things we have done, the Vedic chanting as well as our mantra dhyanam. Now, the third topic of common sense thought today, two things we will discuss. Simple ones they are, required ones. Okay, now, slowly let us realize the need of and know the technique of and discover the strength to practice and then establish in what? What is the, what do you call, living the life of complementation, not living the life of conflicts or contradictions. So many conflicts, contradictions we have in our life. Let us sort out those contradictions, then live a very beautiful life of coordination, cooperation, integration. Hundreds of contradictions can be shown in our one day's life, in our entire life. One of the biggest conflict or contradiction is what we know we don't do, and what we do we don't know that what consequences it's going to give. How can it be such a big conflict, isn't it? Every moment we are living. And the cause for all these nonsense is irresponsibility, carelessness, isn't it? Because of this, we live only all the conflicts and contradictions. Today, we'll just say only one thing about this. At all our main four levels of personality, let there be cooperation, let there be coordination, let there be synergization, let all of them be directed towards one noble goal only, not fighting with each other, not creating one of them creating distraction. What are those main four things? First, our own intellect. Let it be exposed to the higher intellects called as the Shastras, the Rishis, the highly evolved beings of the past and present, and know KNOW what exactly the life is meant for. The intellect's achievement of higher understandings and convictions. Let the intellect be used for it. We have intellect. How long it should be diluted continuously? How long it is less used or misused or abused or not used? Let it be used. And don't misuse it by getting it exposed and get misguided. Why? The lower intellected people of the world and worldly nature. How can your intellect be spoiled by the already spoiled intellects of the people? Don't you have the great rishis, munis, saints? Even now they are alive. When we listen to them and tune our intellect to their intellects, then our intellect also becomes sufficiently pure, subtle, and sharp to grasp the higher things as to why this whole life is, what for it is. So, intellect, first thing. Naturally, the second one is let our mind, with all its beautiful positive emotions, be in tune with the intellectual positive convictions only. Let the mind be not sold out somewhere else. Mind be not having its emotions wrong somewhere else. Mind should have all its emotions, its feelings, its likings, etc. only towards that which the intellect is convinced in the right direction. If the intellect itself is corrupt, and to that intellect, if the mind also supports, then दोनों मिलके कुएं में गिरना है. No. First, the intellect's job. Our job to make the intellect with right understanding conviction. Then the mind have those feelings. Like at this time, coming to this class, what is the intellectual conviction? It is good, it is required, it is necessary, it is compulsory. I must attend. In this, I am studying Shastras, I am gaining and sustaining the knowledge. These are all intellectual thinkings. We have to think, we have to understand, we have to be convinced. Then the mind's emotion. The mind should not say, फिर भी, बढ़िया class तो होता होगा, but let me go somewhere, let me do something. The mind goes on proposing. Its only job is to propose whatever it has from the past vasanas, the desires, etc. Slowly, that mind consciously has to be trained to love what the intellectual conviction is. So the mind should have that feeling. Is it not the grace of the gurus and the Lord that they have chosen and giving us this knowledge? Should we not reciprocate by respecting it, loving it, express that love and respect by being regular, sincere? These are all mind's feelings. When they are in tune with the intellectual convictions, it's a beautiful personality. Otherwise, we are a split personality. Mind और कुछ चाहती है, intellect और कुछ कहती है. वो मियाँ बीवी डेली लड़ते रहते, isn't it? So the mind's likings, emotions, etc. Third one is the words from the Bani vocal. Let us speak only what our feelings are. Let us speak only what our intellectual convictions are. Why afraid? That also again makes our mind intellect weakened. That to please somebody with our mouth, we speak something which is not our belief or not our understanding, not our emotion. Then suddenly the mind intellect are confused. Arey, why this one is talking something contradictory? Like in the same example, when the intellect is convinced about the class, when the mind is full of love and devotion. With the mouth, when somebody asks and says, "Yeah, सुबह सुबह क्या class में जाके time waste करना है?" Don't say tali to them. Means what they say. Don't say, yes, yeah, you are right. I believe so. Yes, I unnecessarily am going. ऐसा मुंह से थोड़ी बोलते हो. The mouth also should speak according to what intellectual conviction and mind's feelings. Tell that person strongly, no, no, no. This is the highest way the time is utilized of a human being to expose to the reality. The class is wonderful. The Upanishad is great. The Upanishad Rishi's vision is so sublime. The knowledge is so fantastic. If you don't like it, if you don't want to come, never come. But don't talk against it, at least in front of me. I know the glory of it. And I believe whether you like it or not, you are unfortunate not to understand the glory of this. Isn't it? With mouth, we have to be vehemently, strongly talking. Our Vani should be in convenience, in complementation with our feelings of the mind, conviction of the intellect, not contradicting. Third point. Naturally, the fourth one is the actions of ours, the outer activities. The activities should follow the intellect's convictions, mind's emotions, and what we speak. If the actions are something else, कि सबको बोला तुम सत्संग में आओ, like some pracharak means people who are there in organizations. They do lots of prachara when a program happens. कि यहाँ यज्ञ हो रहा है या हवन हो रहा है या पूजा हो रहा है या भजन हो रहा है या तत्व सत्संग हो रहा है. They come join the meetings, they take up responsibility of publicity, and they do postering, they do the pamphlets, all that. But actually when the program is there, they are not there. The worst of the contradiction is this, that in action we are contradicting our own convictions, isn't it? If spirituality is our conviction, mind is tuned to that. Vani is speaking it throughout the day. Should we not do only sadhanas? हाँ, हम ऐसे इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं, फिजिकली साधना करना पड़ता है. Therefore, we don't talk about it. Therefore, we only dislike our own spirituality and intellectually. We never try to get convinced. क्योंकि सारे भोग छोड़कर साधना करना पड़ता है, इसलिए हम शुरू से ही नहीं करेंगे. That's how we get cheated by our own mind intellect or our own wrong notions, wrong habits. So let there be no contradiction. There should be complementation in all these main four faculties of intellect and its understandings and convictions, mind and its emotions and likings, Vani and its firm and powerful expression talking, and the body with its activities outside. When these are integrated, the energy is so full, no leakage of energy is happening. Therefore, that convinced goal can be worked towards very effectively, very successfully. And we command even respect from the people because they know what he says, that only he does it. That only he talks about. And he loves his job so much. लोगों को इंस्पिरेशन मिलता है. वो लोग क्या कहते हैं अप्रिशिएट करते हैं. And from the divine standpoint, the Lord is watching. Every jiva is looking for those instruments to work through who are in this way non-contradictory, who are integrated. The Lord is watching, the rishis are watching, they are looking for the equipments. They don't want to come to the grass level, they want to work through us. They have their own mystical way of working. If you are available, they work through us, in which our redemption also happens. We become instruments in their hands to serve the world. What can be more beautiful, greater life than this? They are watching, waiting, like in the politics. The political leaders are always looking for such type of karyakartas who are integrated in all these four layers. So, and they are helping, they can help the party. करते हैं कि नहीं? Everywhere you go, any professional में, whom they give jobs or promotions or higher positions, those who do what they speak, those who speak what they feel, and those who feel what they intellectually are convinced, and those are convinced about the goodness and glory of it. है ना? कोई अपने कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट बेचते हुए ही फिजिकली at the intellectual level if he is not convinced about his products, then he cannot talk convincingly. Then उनका सेल्स उतना नहीं होता. Isn't it? कन्विक्शन होना पड़ता है इंटेलेक्ट का, फीलिंग होना पड़ता है मन का. The वाणी should talk strongly. Finally, what helps us is work only. Physical work also should be. So the karma, the vani, the manobhavana, and buddhika avagahana, these four have to be not in contradiction or split way. They have to be in complementation and integrated, synergized. It's a big art. It has to be started to practice, and maybe in some lives, 10, 12, we may master it sufficiently. And we are not giving hundreds and thousands of examples which reveal to us that how therefore we are ineffective in our life in achieving great things. We don't need other outer shatrus, our own person. What Vani says, sometimes mind is not convinced. What mind says, the intellect doesn't agree. What intellect says, the mind has opposite feelings. लगातार यही करते contradiction. Intellect says, चलो let us get up in the morning and do meditation. The mind says, no, इतना जल्दी उठ के क्या है, सोना चाहिए. See that these are all contradictions only. Every day we are living contradictions. Every moment rather. The intellect says, take a good healthy food in less quantity. जब the mind and senses say, no, 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 फुकट में मिल रहा है, बार बार नहीं मिलता. Therefore, eat, indulge as much as we want. Isn't it? Sometimes the intellect alone is convinced in the wrong thing, and it communicates and orders the mind and senses, which they do zabardasti, all that unwanted things. So therefore, rise above all contradictions within, be matured and integrating, and love your life. Express your life fully in this way. There's a total different aura and different vibration and different kanti and tejas in the people who are this way integrated. है ना? अविवेकिनाम मनस्येकम वचस्येकम मनस्यन्यम वचस्यन्यम क्रियासु अन्यम. Vivekinam manasyekam vachasyekum kriyasu ekam. The Aviveki ignorant fellows have different things said by all their different four personalities. A wise a person marked for success and inspiring others is integrated. This is the first thought today we discussed. One more thought. I think tomorrow only we'll discuss it. The time is done. If I remember it. Else, something else Bhagavan will give us. Om, 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो धृतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणाद् आरभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसुदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायणम् अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः 10, 11, 12 ॐ समेषु चौ शर्करावह्निवालुका विवर्जिते शब्दजलाश्रयादिभिः मनोनुकूलेन तु चक्षुपीडने गुहानिवाताश्रयणे प्रयोजयेत् नीहारधूमार्कानिलानलानां खद्योतविद्युत्स्फटिकशशीनाम् एतानि रूपाणि पुरःसराणि ब्रह्मण्यभिव्यक्तिकराणि योगे पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखे समुत्थिते पञ्चात्मके योगगुणे प्रवृत्ते न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्युः प्राप्तस्य योगाग्निमयं शरीरम्. What a beautiful Upanishad it is. As long as I am in this Upanishad means every day, so comfort felt, feeling of comfort, feeling of security. That as if we are, what is as if? It's a fact that we are in the Godi of Shruti Mata. We are at the feet of our Rishi Parampara. We are again at the blessings and grace of the Sakshat, the Parabrahma Tattva only. Wow, what a masterly doing by the Lord that through the Rishis, He has revealed all these Upanishads, and what luck we have, which Mahatmas in which Janma we have done the Upasana or Puja or Seva, to which Devata we have done the Upasana and Prarthana. We don't know that in this life, relentlessly, daily, the Mahabhagya of doing the Dhyana of the Upanishads is happening. Recognize it, acknowledge it, feel proud of it, and commit for being more serious, more sincere to it. In studying, in contemplating, in understanding, and doing outer and inner sadhanas to realize. Okay, now let's enjoy the chanting twice of the mantra 21. Om तपप्रभावात् देवप्रसादात् च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक् ऋषिसङ्गजुष्टं तपः प्रभावात् देवप्रसादात् च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं Provacha Samyaka Rishi Sangha Jushtam. All the rishis, munis of the Sanatana Dharma have done this only. The author and the guru of this Upanishad, Shwethashwathara Rishiji, also has done only that only. We, the followers of him, students of his Shastra, should we not also do the same thing? What are the things he has done? Four of them. He has done tapasya, he has done deva upasana, detailedly explained what are these two things in last 5 days. Through all of these two, he has realized Aham Brahmasmi, Brahmaha Vidwan. Third thing. Fourth, throughout life he has taken up the job of doing the prachara of this Brahma Vidya only to the Atyashrami. Atyashrami means who have freed themselves from all the bondages and obligations and duties after fulfilling them. In the Vanaprastha ashrama, there are still some responsibilities of tapasyas to take care of our spoiled body and senses. In the Grahastha ashrama, we had to do our social duties, family duties. Brahmacharya ashrama, we had the duty of learning and getting equipped. All these three are done. Then the fourth one is Atyashrami, wherein he is free from all of them. Therefore, his time is fully available for his pursuit of the ultimate goal, Brahma Vidya. They are relaxed, no? So calling them, giving them provisions to stay. To them, this Shwethashwathara has done the Brahma Vidya Jnana Upadesha. Provacha Rishi Sangha Justam. And Samyak Provacha. Now here, before we continue our Bhashya Dhenam, from where we stopped yesterday, a minute importance let's give to the importance to be given these two words. What is that? Atyashramibhyaha paramam and pavitram. This Brahma Vidya is parama, supreme. This Brahma Vidya is pavitra. Either you call these two words different, paramam supreme, pavitram the purifier. Or together you can say paramam pavitram, it is the supreme mostly purifier. Did we feel the meaning of these two words for the Brahma Vidya? That it is paramam. It is supreme most. Also means the lower than this Brahma Vidya, other Vidyas, so called Laukika Vidyas, are only binding whatever Vidyas Laukika you have, including your Astra Vidyas, your Shastra Vidyas, your Yoga Vidyas, your Siddhis which you get. ये सारे they still sustain us to be individually the upadhis and make us take the world as other than us and always either try to dominate the world, try to love the world, try to serve the world, and world never receives or nor reciprocates, so therefore get frustrated in this world. Every vidya is our only. Parama is only Brahma Vidya. Point 1, 2. Again the Pavitram. Pavitra means Pavehe Bhayat Trayate. Pavi means Indra. Pavehe Bhaya means Indra Vajrayuda. Indra Vajrayuda does the killing. So Pavitra means that which protects us from the fear of death by giving us the knowledge of immortality. Higher meaning. Vyavaharik meaning Pavitra means most purifier. As the Brahma Vidya, we are getting stronger, theoretical and sadhana and experience to that extent. The apavitrata, the cause apavitrata for all subsequent apavitratas called as avidya is going away. Avidya रूपी impurity को ये ब्रह्म विद्या निकाल देती and avidya janita only all the subsequent bondages. The ignorance of self leading to the jiva bhava, the upadhi tadatmya and subsequent troubling ourselves and troubling the world. So Paramam and Pavitram, these adjectives that are given to this Brahma Vidya, we have to respect them. We have to fully understand them. So Atyashramibhyaha Paramam Pavitram Provacha Samyak Provacha Rishi Sangha Justam. So many rishis were doing same. he also did the same thing of giving this Parama Pavitra Brahma Vidya to Atyashrami. The Parama Pavitrata also means his respect for that Vidya, his reverence for that Vidya. Then, while communicating to the disciples, taking them into confidence, loving them, integrating them and the Vidya, by proving to them by all the possible means how great, grand, glorious is this Vidya, so that they get convinced why they should know the Brahma Vidya. So that Paramam Pavitram is himself generating that Parama Pavitra Bhavana toward the Brahma Vidya in the hearts of the Atyashramins who reach to him. है ना? He is the wisest of all the saints who instills in the elderly people of retired age the Brahma Vidya pursuit. And those retired fellows also are intelligent if they get convinced about utilizing their fag end of the life exclusively for the moksha sadhana. Keeping that as goal, doing whatever is to be done as guided by the Guru and Shastra at that time outside. Okay, suddenly Brahma Vidya won't come. You have to do some karma yoga seva, you have to do some upasanas, etc. But goal is Paramatma. ऐसा जो कहते हैं वो गुरु धन्य, ऐसा जो सुनते हैं वो सुनने वाला धन्य, जो समझते हैं वो धन्य है, and the one who is spending time only for that, he is also dhanya. See the feeling when you chant this mantra in the deep, calm, quiet chambers of the hearts. है ना? तप प्रभावात् देव प्रसादाच्च ब्रह्म श्वेताश्वतरः अथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक् ऋषिसङ्घजुष्टौ. See the feeling of sacredness felt inside when we deeply tune to the meaning of these words and picturize in our heart. पिक्चराइज ए वीडियो पिक्चर बनाओ अपने दिल में द लाइफ ऑफ श्वेताश्वतर ऋषि, तपस्या, देव प्रसाद, ब्रह्म प्राप्ति, एस्टेब्लिशिंग एन आश्रम, inviting all atyashramins, making them learn this Brahma Vidya. What a profound way of, sacred way of living life. Is this the noblest way? Or even at the age of 60, 70, 80, still oneself going through all bhoga and promoting bhoga only to the world around. कितना फर्क है कि नहीं दोनों सोच में, दोनों जीवन विधानों में. At the age of 70, 80, still you are worried about enjoyments only, about the bhoga, and telling same to the co-fellows and friends, forwarding those messages. Those topics you are discussing with them about the bhoga. Is there any dignity in that? That two elderly people of 70, 80 years sitting discussing कि आम का सीजन आ गया, आम आ गया, कि आपने खरीदा कि नहीं, कौन सा आपने खाया. Is there any dignity? Or any other thing? Did you see that yesterday's cricket match or the movie? A 70, 80 years fellow, should he think about that? Or what are the new shopping malls opened and what are the new things that have come? Let's go and buy our new chaddi and shirt, new fashion wala. Is that old people, elderly people supposed to think about them? Or in their decency, dignity, just focus on the Brahma Vidya. अब देखो कौन समझाए? अरे भाई समझना चाहते हो तो plenty are there. नहीं चाहते हो तो even God will withdraw from you. Live your own wretched life. See the beauty of this great, wonderful Shwethashwathara. May not be his 80, 70, वो 40 साल के ही होंगे. He went, he learned, he meditated, he realized, he started guiding. यहाँ उम्र नहीं लिखा उनका कितने बड़े हैं. बस he realized and he wanted to communicate that knowledge. That imagine that picture of a beautiful ashram. All these atyashramis are there, maybe some brahmacharis also to serve them, and they have the daily schedule of the morning dhyana, morning Vedanta pravachana, upasanas, the yajna anushtana for the universal good, and throughout the day during the day, some services in the ashram, and again evening, the Bhagavan's Leelas in the form of Purana, Itihasa, Adhyayana, and in the spare time given, everybody is engaged in their own personal anushtanas and upasanas and yajnas and swadhyaya. क्या मस्त जिंदगी है क्या? Should we not have that? There are plenty of the organizations making these things. Why don't you go and stay? Think about it. Some thinking, some decision has to be taken strongly. And you have to sacrifice. And such a sacred word, sacrifice, I am using for this. But it is not a sacrifice, it's a minimum common sense. That for the sake of the higher, you are becoming wise first time in life to give up the lower. इट्स नॉट अ सैक्रिफाइस, इज अ कॉमन सेंस. बूढ़े हो गए साधना करने के लिए, सारे चीजों को छोड़ना, वो अकलमंद की बात है, बड़ा सैक्रिफाइस थोड़ी है. नो नीड टू यूज सच ए सेक्रेड वर्ड सैक्रिफाइस. लाइक यू आर कमिंग टू द क्लास, व्हाट ए सैक्रिफाइस यू हैव डन ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड. आई वोंट से दैट फ्रॉम टुडे, आई सेड यूज्ड कॉमन सेंस. अभी अभी दिमाग काम कर रहा है. If not, then if not now, when do we study Brahma Vidya? Next life, my dear, next life will be like this only. Every life will be like this only. Okay? So Paramam, Pavitram are the most beautiful words. We gave some time today to feel about that. That the Brahma Vidya is supremost, it's most Pavitram. It is the purifier. By removing the basic impurity of avidya, avidya janita samsara. Done. Now let's come to the Bhashya, at least one line. Today we'll study. Yesterday we saw what is the meaning of tapaha, not only Kruchra, Chandra and Adi Lakshana, because tapa word is mainly used for those things in our Shastras. Second is what? Which we focused yesterday. I hope at least one or two of you have caught it. What is the meaning of tapasya? Nityadinam vidivat anustitanam karmanam upalakshanam idam. है ना, नित्य नैमित्तिक कर्मों को अनुष्ठान के रूप में विधि के अनुसार हर दिन करना ही तपस्या है. Now, such a matured thought, such a complete thought here. These are your nitya karmas. These are your sadhana rupi naimitika karmas. Sadhanas also are the nitya karmas. है ना? At one age, the nitya karma is sadhana only. At another age of Grihastha your nitya karmas were going to the job, earning the money for the family, etc. As we grow in elderly age, nitya karma is only sadhana. And naimitya karma is special sadhanas during the special occasions. Festivals come, Ekadashis come, and Grahanas will come, and the Sri Rama Janma, Krishna Janma. These are all the Naimittika days where extra upasanas, puja, sadhanas done. Other than that, Parivana, Prasti and beyond, every day as Nitya Karma is the Adhyatmika sadhana only. So, a Nitya Karmon ko do bateं, Vidhivat Anushthita. Doing them as an Anushtana is equal to never compromising them for any of the small little health issues or any of the bhoga or any of the social outer obligations. This is called as Anushtana. Second is Vidhivata. This word some other day when we deserve more, we will explain more, because even to understand this word we have to have some extra blessings. I only touch upon it, that doing any sadhana is not so sacred than doing that sadhana as vidhivatu. Everything has its own vidhi vidhana to be done. We all do many things, but still we don't get results only because of not doing, following the vidhi vidhana. Even making a tea or coffee or a good recipe, any sort, it has its own vidhi, पद्धति, steps to be followed, isn't it? इवन कपड़ों को आयरन करना का भी करने का विधि होता है. पौधों को पानी डालने में भी एक विधि होता है. एवरीथिंग इज ए विधि. ए कार ड्राइविंग ऑल्सो इज ए विधि. इफ यू प्रॉपरली ड्राइव फॉर 30-40 years, वो कभी गराज जाएगा ही नहीं. इफ यू डोंट नो द विधि, एवरी फोर्थ डे यू डैश एंड यू टेक इट. है ना, टू मेंटेन फैमिली, टू टेक केयर ऑफ वाइफ और हस्बैंड और चिल्ड्रन, everything has a vidhi. Whole world runs only because of one thing called as the vidhi, the systematic step by step happening. When there is no vidhi, you understand, paddhati not followed, result won't come. For a farmer also, there is a vidhi. He knows when to plow. He knows when to sow the seeds or put plants. एक दिन पहले भी करो बारिश का, उसका फिर फायदा नहीं होता. Many of the seeds will die. एक दिन लेट भी करो तो crop will come one day late. You know, the farmer's calculation of vidhi vidhana of farming is highly intelligent. Not at all less than any great politician, doctor, lawyers, intelligence in their professions. Not at all lesser, rather more great. Vidhivat, he knows when to add pesticides, when to add the manures, how much water to add. Not like you and I, कितना भी पानी डालो, ऐसा नहीं होता. ज्यादा पानी डालो तो भी मरते हैं पौधे, कम भी डालो तो भी मरते हैं. Exactly he knows. Your Mali, you see, his intelligence, his genius. ही टेल्स ऑल्सो, ये पौधे को ना आधा ही गिलास या आधा ही क्या है ना मग पानी डालना. हमको लगता है बहुत ज्यादा दे देते, नो नो ज्यादा दो तो फिर वो उसको प्रॉपरली ग्रो नहीं करता. समटाइम जैसे 2-3 दिन पानी मत दो. हाँ, so that it knows the need and importance of water. Then when you water it, it fully absorbs it. Like children, उनको 3 दिन भूखे रखो तो then they know the value of food. Then you give them healthy food. That's how the Vidhivat ka examples. So again I'm explaining Nitya Adinam Karmanam Vidhivat Anushtitanam Karmanam Upalakshanam Idam. तपह इज नित्यादि कर्मों का अनुष्ठान के रूप में विधिवत करना. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द तपस्या? Our nitya naimitika karmas doing vidhivat, following the rules regulations, and as an anushtana and commitment. Why so much specification here, so much stress is because this nitya karma or the naimitika karma, we get bored after some time. More than that, in today's Kali Yuga, there are millions of things to mesmerize our mind, to mold our mind, to create bhoga asakti, desires in our mind, that hours together we spend in that, forgetting our nitya naimitika anushtana. Especially the people who have good money, they can appoint servants etc for cooking etc. ये लोग ऐसे सड़ जाते हैं, अपने दिमाग को सड़ाते हैं ना, और टीवी के सामने बैठकर भोग करते हुए. आई फील pity with them and I request somebody to go and kick them, to make them come out of all that self destroying way of life, because everything is freely available, therefore one indulges in it. Therefore, withdrawing from all of them, knowingly doing continuously, regularly our Nitya Karma and our Nitya Karma with Vidhidhana and with Anushtana. That calls for some special power inside, special conviction inside, special commitment inside. All of that is called tapasya. Jaise coming to the morning class. Every day coming is a Maha Tapasya. Because the health issue will come, the other alternatives are there, isn't it? Some healthy alternatives also are there. A better speaker than me is there. Still, you come choose to come to me. It's real tapasya only. I really appreciate such people. And those who say no, there's a better speaker than you, Swami, you want to go there? I say welcome, go. हम सब जाते हैं, जाओ. मैं अपने लिए बोलता हूँ, बोलते रहूँगा. But by the way, that is the one. Doing good things is good, but better than that is doing those good things continuously. That is the tapasya. At that time, when you look at the world around, they are indulging, they are enjoying, they are so much of bhoga they are going through. उनको देखकर हमारा मन भी कहते हैं क्या पढ़े रहते हो क्लास में, चलो उनके साथ घूमते हैं. Like in some of you those who come regularly, I know this is the everyday fighting in your house, that she want to go to a party and that time you say no, I want to attend Swamiji's class, and she becomes angry and does all the curses to me, and that's why I get headache or stomach ache or any of the pain. क्या तुम्हारे स्वामी को संडे भी छुट्टी देना नहीं होता? आते होंगे डायलॉग सारे. And they show all their gussa on me. But I do my Daiva Prarthana saying, "Oh Lord, I am not doing anything wrong. Please protect me from this Shakini Dakini." That is why I chant the Atharvana the mantras. We don't have our Shatrus far away. अपने चारों तरफ ही रहते. I have to do that also. क्या करें? When we are doing good, it is obstruction to somebody's bhoga. Therefore, they send the words of curse to us. I know. And some others are kind to bless me too. They say, Hamma, this Swamina Subhasham, he engages my husband stupid and I can enjoy my cinema party. Some of them bless also. Thank you to them. So, Nityadinam, Vidhivat, Anushtitanam, Karmanam, Upalakshanartham, Idam, Tapaha Shabdaha. Beautiful. I liked this sentence. Okay. Next explanation. Manasascha indriyanam cha hi aikagryam paramam tapaha iti smaranat. Smarana means smruti grantha. Shravanat means shruti. Smaranat means smruti. So shruti smritis are quoted by Shankara Bhagavan. To say that what I am saying is not only out of my experience, out of my love to you. Sometimes you may not love me or want to listen to me. So I am quoting this, that this is also in our Shruti Smriti. And as a Hindu, Parim Shruti Smriti are the authority of all knowledge. Sanatana Dharmiyam ke liye Shruti Smriti knowledge, authority होती. Okay, now here one word. Manasascha indriyanam cha aikagryam paramam tapaha iti smaranat. He is giving another definition of tapasya. Kruchra Chandrayana are one tapasya. Nitya Naimitikas are the second tapasya. Now, third tapasya is Paramam Tapaha. Smriti Grantha said, which is Paramam Tapa, Manasascha Indriyanam cha Aikagrya. Mana or Indriyon ko ekagra karna. Now here ekagra is the word which I have to stress and explain to you. Otherwise you go with half of the understanding. Here ekagrata is not the gross meaning of single pointedness. मन का इंद्रियों का एकाग्रता. No, here it is subtle meaning. Eka means one without second Paramatma. Agra means only towards him. Therefore एकाग्रता is not just single pointedness कि आप एकाग्रता से मन और इंद्रियों की एकाग्रता से टीवी को देख रहे हो. That is not ekagrata. Don't say that. Here eka is Parabrahma. Agra is his alone is my goal. Therefore, towards him alone, my mind and senses are all the time involved. That is called as ekagrata. So mind and intellect always focused on supreme reality alone is called as ekagrata, and that effort is called tapasya, paramam tapasya in today's world. Manasascha indriyanam aikagryam. Eka means Paramatma. Agra means towards the one Paramatma, utilizing our mind and senses is called Paramatapasya. So Tapaha is explained. Okay. Now here the topic is about Shwethashwathara Rishi. The next line mein Tasya cha sarvasya tapasaha. Of these all definitions of tapasyas, Tasmin Shwethashwatare, in that Shwethashwatara Rishi, all these tapasyas of all definitions are Niyamena Satvat. Niyamena means fully, regularly, sincerely, 100%. They're all existing in the practice of this Shwethashwatara Rishi. In the sense, Shwethashwatara Rishi ji नियम से ये सारे ऊपर डिफाइन किए गए तपस्याओं का करते ही रहते हैं. That is the reason because of which the next word is used, प्रभावात. तो हमारे तपस्या का प्रभाव होना है, तो हमारी तपस्या प्रभावशाली होना है. So he was conscious about all definitions of tapasya and he fully engages in those tapasyas every day. Therefore, it has its own prabhava, its effect in revealing the reality. Like you do everyday exercise for 6 months, uska prabhav in your health it is shown. Even your age of 80 years, you can be more healthy than a 50 aged buffalo, lazy fellow. 30 साल का फर्क, वो 50 साल का है, वो एक्सरसाइज करता नहीं, ही इज इतना पेटू मोटू तगड़ू, he can't even move properly. But you at the age of 82 can show the health with the prabhava of your exercises done for few months. So to So too in so many things. When you do the Upavasa, it has its own Prabhava. Daily when you study the Vedas, Vedanta, it has its own Prabhava. Daily you do Vedic chanting, uska apna Prabhava hota hai. I'm trying to explain the meaning of the word Prabhava. Effect, influence, consequence. Tava Prabhavat. So if you say in our life the Prabhava, result is not seen, it means we have not done the tapasya at all. So one word tapah prabhavat stands explained. Now Deva Prasadat is most important one to study it. Come tomorrow. Sarvam Bhagavat Chirnaravindarvanam. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Namaha Tatsad Brahmarpanamastu. Very good. Come to study Gita.